Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero drip marketing video. Guess what? They have announced the other character, and of course Astra Yao is going to be the first one coming in version 1.5, and we have Evelyn, which is this girl right here. Alright, she is going to be in the second version. Very interesting. So I love her design. Alright, so that girl right there. So that's pretty much what we have in terms of the glimpse from the Game Awards. So let's talk a little bit more about this character. What does she do? What is she all about? Evelyn Chevalier. Now, first things first, she is going to be a fire attacker. Now, I find that very fascinating. Alright, so being a fire attacker means that she is going to compete against another beloved fire attacker character, and that's going to be none other than, I'm sure you guys are aware, I'm sure most of you guys probably have her as well. Whether you have her built is a different story. But Soldier 11. Alright, so this means very likely that Soldier 11 is gonna get power crap. Alright. Now, is there a chance for you to use both of them, right? Because you still need two teams in Zenless Zone Zero. Maybe. But the truth is, usually when a character comes out, it tends to power creep the other one, right? And for most players, I'm talking about like 90% of the players out there, ideally building two same element characters is not going to be beneficial to your account, right? Unless you are a whale or something, right? Usually you want to have like other elements so that you can basically mix it up a little bit. So fire or attack is going to get power creep. Now listen, I'm okay with Hoyo power creeping Soldier 11, but please, why is Soldier 11 the only character that does not have she doesn't have a L2D animation? Like why is that, right? She's the only character in the game that doesn't have that. Every character has it. I haven't unlocked my Collider and Lighters one, so I'll definitely work on that. But either way, so that's going to be something to that we'll have to figure out, you know. So if you guys are not aware, she's also going to be from this faction called Stars of Lyra. Now, Stars of Lyra is going to be this particular unique faction that is going to be, so far, for the time being, only Astra Yao and, what's her name? Astra Yao and Evelyn for now. In the future, maybe we'll get more characters, but usually you are going to need two of them in the same faction. There's always going to be two conditions, right? For example, let me bring out Yanagi. So Yanagi, like if you're trying to optimize or build them up to the best potential, Yanagi's one is another character in your squad is anomaly or shares the same attribute, right? But there are some characters, wait, I guess Yanagi's one is not. Is there any character that, yeah, this one, another character in your squad, which is Sons of Calydon. This is for Caesar, right? But I guess it does depend on it, right? So ideally, you gotta have the same character in the squad, which is going to be requiring you to have both characters, but we gotta look at the other condition, one thing to consider. And also, no, if you can only pick one, I feel like most players are going to go for Astra Yao, right? So the truth is, she's a supporter, right? And supporters tend to be more flexible. That's just how it is, right? Whether you like it or not, you might not feel like you need her, which is fine. But I think like, for a lot of cases, when you are building a team, in terms of 3 right now, right? Supporter is something that you can easily slot in, whereas attacker is something that you gotta build your team amongst. So if you have Soldier 11 build, and some of you guys probably have her not just one copy, but you have her at M1, M2, M6, maybe not M6, right? But if you have like several copies of her, I can see that some players might consider skipping Evelyn right here. But then, does Evelyn look like Groza from Girls Frontline 2? Or am I the only one that feels that way? I don't really mind it. I love Groza. But you know what? It is what it is, you know? I just feel like I want to call her Groza instead of Evelyn, because like this kind of look has pretty much, you know, in my mind it's like, that's Groza. So calling her a different name is going to be very different. But we'll see. Alright, she is going to have that, you know, that blonde hair vibe. So alongside with that, you can also see, yeah, let's listen to her voice a little bit. So this is how the English voice sounds like.
Likewise, I'm Evelyn, Astra's manager and bodyguard.
Very deep voice, right? I actually like the JP voice more for her. Alright, in particular, I think the JP voice It's less deep. If I can pick one, I'll probably pick this. But for me, like I'm playing ZZZ in English, so you know what? It's not too bad, right? But obviously, if I have a choice, that's going to be what I'm leaning towards with. So yeah, Evelyn is going to be. So here, one more thing before we proceed is, so right now, attack characters, right? So I think she's probably good if you pull for Lighter, and I feel like right now Lighter doesn't really belong in. I would say Lighter is a pretty flexible character. All right, if you did pull for Lighter, like me, I got her pretty. I mean, what did I say? Him. I got him pretty lucky in like for the first time ever. I actually won my 50-50, and I feel like the best team for Lyra. I mean, wait, why did I say Lyra? Evelyn. The best team for Evelyn, it makes sense, is going to be Evelyn, Lighter. You know what? If you pull for both, Evelyn, Lighter, and Lyra is probably going to be very good. That's going to be something to consider, right? Not Lyra, Astra. Evelyn, Astra, and Lighter. Now, that's if you want to make a fire team. Lighter is going to be pretty flexible. And of course, you can easily put Lighter, Lucy, and Evelyn as well. I think that's probably the best fire team right now, if I have to think of, right? Because it used to be Soldier. If you want to build two fire team, you can probably do Evelyn, Lighter, Lucy, and then you can put Coleda, the big band bigger, and Soldier 11. So that's going to be a separate team altogether. Yeah, so for the longest time ever, I think the Soldier 11 team is always, I feel like they are fine if they are put in the Coleda and band bigger team. Now, you know, if you build them accordingly, obviously those characters are a little bit like, I wouldn't say they fall off, but definitely they're gonna get outphased eventually. But we can't deny that Evelyn is probably going to power creep Soldier 11. Hopefully not an extreme power creep, because if you see, if you look at the tier list right now, right? So this is Preetwen's tier list. As you can see, these two characters right here, which is Ellen Jo and Zuyen, has since been moved down. Alright, they used to be tier 0. They used to be on par with Jendo and what's her name? Yanagi right here, right? But as time goes on, you know, power creep is going to be how it is in this kind of game. They are now moved down a tier. So we don't really have a strong tier 0 attacker. So I'm not sure if, in this case, will she be the one? Will Evelyn Chevalier be the one? Or will she like maintain the synergy in terms of, because they are attacker, they will never be as strong as anomaly characters, and just pair with the rest of the tier 0.5 characters. So we'll find out soon in the next version, but for now, I'm excited for Miyabi. That's going to be the focus for the time being. I wonder how strong Miyabi and Harumasa is. We need to find out, right? So I think Harumasa is going to be a very good gauge. If Harumasa is sort of broken, right, and can be better than Zuyen or even Ellen Jo, then maybe there's a chance for Evelyn to be up there as well. But I highly doubt it. I most likely think like the game definitely favors anomaly characters much more, alright, for the time being, right? So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Subscribe, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.